can fly.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video. In this video, my team, the Tulsa Roughnecks, are taking on Orange County Soccer Club. Now, this game is from 2019 season. I'm still catching up. Still have like 4 or 5 more games to go, but let's get into it. So as usual, I'm playing right back, and as usual, this thing is wrong again. So I'm number 13, Sheldon, and I'm playing right back in this game. So here is kickoff, and here is the very first play of the game. As you can see, they start off with the ball and they hit a long ball into our defense, which we win. Here's me right now. So I see that this guy wants to play in the striker in behind. He has his head up. So what I'm going to do is tuck in behind because I think he's onside. I'm going to tuck in behind and just put my body between him and the goal so it's not dangerous. This ball ends up going over my head. And it's not dangerous, but that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what I want. I want that ball out, and then I want to just apply a little bit of pressure so he plays back. Next play, ball comes into me. I do a good job to win it, and ends up being a yellow card. So a quick yellow card here in the very first minute of the game. Now here the ball is going out to my center back. I'm out wide, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to check down the line to create a good angle to help out my center back so he can open up, and he has an option to play me, which he does. The ball comes into me, and now right here you can tell this guy is starting to step and block this passing angle right in the center. So I'm going to fake in with a body feint into the left, and then go around the outside and now into the space. And as you can see, my striker is now checking in for that ball, which is a great passing angle, great passing lane, and it's a great combination, and now we're in behind. So perfect. That's a perfect textbook play right there. Now I'm seeing the ball is going long. This guy is going up for the ball, so what I'm going to do is just instead of going up for the header, I'm just going to drop back because I was pretty sure that the ball is going to come back to me. Now I win the header. It was a little bit awkward, but they end up winning back the ball, and then it goes out for their throw-in. Next play right here, we have the ball. Ball is going to just come back to me, a little bit of time. I see now immediately I should have played right here into Manny, my center midfielder. I just didn't see it. I was looking up the field. I take it wide, cut it back, and then get fouled. And, it's quick. Things are happening really fast. Obviously, I should have played right into the center midfielder, Manny, but it's okay. If I don't see that immediately, I'm going to go outside, and then as soon as I don't see anything outside, my initial instinct was to cut it back and then play all the way back to the goalkeeper. So next play right here, ball's going to come into my guy. I can see he's a little bit off balance. His back is towards our goal. So what I'm going to do is get it right up tight against his back, apply a lot of pressure, and just make it difficult for him. Ends up being their throw-in, but that's just what what I like to do in those situations. Now ball comes back to me. It's very tight in here. Ideally, if I could do a long switch out, maybe over to here, but it's tough. End up playing into my right mid. It is a great move to get out of it. Now corner kick right here, ball gets popped out right to me. I'm just going to put my foot on top of the ball and hit a ball into the back post, looking for these back post runners. Decent ball, not the best touch after. Ball comes into my guy, does some good work, just some footwork, and then gets clipped right there by Marlon, my right mid. Next play, goalkeeper has the ball, plays me out the ball. Guy starting to come in, a little bit of pressure here. Now Brian's movement right here is drawing both of those center mids out, and so the open play is right here into Manny. He does a good job to check in, passes me right back the ball. It's starting to get really tight. As you can see, I have not much options with my center back or my center mids right here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of open up, tap the ball over my left foot, and pop it forward. It's a little bit over hit, but at least the ball's up there now, and if we lose it up there, much better than losing it on top of our 18. Going to check back again for my center back so I can receive the ball. Now my center mid's already doing a good checking run into me. I'm going to one-time the ball to him, and he does a great job to get out of that pressure, and we're out of it again. So next play, they have the ball. Their left back is going to clip the ball up into my guy. Now what I should see right now, I start to go, but this guy is doing overlapping run, and I should have seen this a little bit earlier. So I pop, I catch it a little bit late, I get a little bit lucky, and then they win back the ball. Ideally, as soon as I see that guy overlapping, to not even go forward and to pressure that at all, but just to recognize that a little bit sooner. Ball comes back to me, just a quick, easy pass out wide, or back to my center back. Again, a little combination out to my right mid and then into my center mid. It's getting a little tight here, but it's been working, so I've just been kept on feeding it right to the feet of my attacking players. Again, guy comes in and just do a little bit of just pressure on the back of that defender. Now throwing the ball right here, ball comes back to me. As you can see, we have 3 guys right here. So the open guy is Brian, my center mid right here. So I'm going to pass it into him to turn. He tries to turn, but it doesn't work out. So he plays back to me now. It's getting really tight. So watch my center back's movement right here. This guy's moving up the field. So Sip is going to move right into the center to get a perfect passing angle for me so we can play out of it. Tough ball there, but at least we played out of our side, and that was a good combination on the sideline. Now they have the ball. It's 2v1 now, so as I always say, delay and keep the ball wide as your fullback. Ball's wide now. Just don't want him to cut in and shoot. If he takes me 1v1 down the line, that's perfectly fine. That's what I want. And then just try to block the cross. So it's just as usual. It takes me 1v1 down the side, get a touch on the cross, and then Sip blocks the cross out for a corner kick. Now right here, I'm just staying back. I can see Marlon is handling the header right here. I'm just staying back in case this happens right here. Ball comes out, and then again, I'm 1v1. Stay calm. Don't rush out, lunge, and get beat quickly. So I'm just going to delay as much as I can and then keep him wide as much as I can. Forcing him wide, forcing him wide, forcing him wide as I always do. And then right here, he starts to take me down the line, so I'm pushing off my left foot, and then I get a good block on the cross. Gets back at it, but doesn't have the best shot. But that's all I do 1v1 in the corners or 1v1 on the sideline. That's pretty much my entire method. Ball comes out wide to me, just play into my center mid, and then play right into my right mid. Little easy 1-touch or 2-touch combinations right there. So right here, the ball's going to come into me from my center back. Now I have 3 or 4 guys that's starting to get really tight, and they're kind of recognizing that we're playing out a lot. So I'm just going to clip the ball forward now because the space is up and behind instead of playing short, and it ended up working out. And then long ball into me, just head it down into my right mid, and then he does a good job to maintain possession right here. And then right here, ball's going to go wide out to our center, out to our center mid, and then it's halftime. So really good half from us. Orange County is definitely higher up on the table at this point for the rest of the season. But so a 0-0 halftime score is pretty decent for us. Anyway, my first play in the second half, ball's going to come out to me, just play it right into my right mid, who's playing it right back to me. Now, I should have played Manny right here in the center. Maybe if you could do a little bit more of a checking run, but that's an open option. Instead, I try to pop it forward down the line, but I don't get enough height onto it, and it actually ends up working out, goes straight to Manny. Now here, Toby has the ball. I'm getting ready. I'm staying back defensively, but I'm ready to push forward. And then as soon as I see he's popping up and we make eye contact, I'm shooting down the line, getting ready for this ball right here that you'll see. Toby recognizes this. We're both on the same exact page. He plays me with tons of space now. Just take 1 touch and look right back into Toby in the far post. Just a little bit high, it looks like. It was a good play, and it was a good ball. Next play, ball's going to pop out. Just go in hard, try to win the ball right there on top of the 18, and we end up getting a foul called for us. Next play right here, I have the ball in. So what I want to do is play into my opposite center back, but their center striker is recognizing that. So what I'm going to do is pretend like I'm going to play that, and then at the last minute, cut it back to my other center back so he can get the ball over there. It's kind of like I was anticipating that pass. So ball comes out to me, just bring it down, take a touch inside. Now I just missed Marlon's run right here. That would have been a great option if I would have waited just an extra second for that. But now watch how I pass Rodrigo the ball so it's in front of him, away from his defender. Just little tiny things, little ways that you pass the ball that make a big difference to help out your teammates there. Long ball into me, great ball, just glanced off my head. I was aiming right into the center, into Rodrigo and into Marlon, but just messed up there. And then long ball, a little bit short out to me and a little bit of a heavy touch, but it works out. I play it right back to Brian, and we maintain possession of the ball. Next play comes out to me again. Now I'm 1v1 on the sideline. Again, just delay, force him wide, delay and force him wide. And he's actually right-footed. So this little ball is okay. It's obviously I want to stop it. And I always, people always like, oh, that's not okay, you crossing the ball. But that's almost, it's much better than getting beat. Ball comes into me, a little combination passing right on the sideline, and then a foul for us. And then now center mid has the ball, plays me out. I have a lot of pressure coming in, so I one-time it back to my center back. Now long ball coming over the top. It's just a foot race now. Just get in front of him, try your best, hold him up, delay, and let your team get back so we can stop that counterattack, which ended up being perfect. Now we're back, and it's good. Anyway, ball pops out to me from my center mid. I pop my head up and I see my striker making a run down the channel. It's a good aim, but just a little bit under hit. So next time, try to overhit that. Now, this is my biggest mistake of the game right here. I should either completely commit and just clean him out with a slide tackle, or I should make my run more back towards the goal and not directly out to him, because he's a very fast player and he beat me there, completely around me. So, just next time, don't make that mistake. Now, ball comes into my guy, apply some pressure to him while his back's towards the goal. And then right here, again, a lot of pressure coming into me. Ball's playing back right on top of the 18. I'm almost the last guy back at this point. So be smart, pop it forward, and we end up actually maintaining possession of the ball right here and have a pretty good counterattack. Ball comes back to my goalkeeper, sit my defender, my center back is going right at the corner of the 18. I'm pushing a little bit higher. Sean clips me in the ball. I'm going to take it down. Now, ideally, I should take my touch right in this direction, which is what I was aiming for. I took my touch a little bit behind me, and so I try to overcorrect with this touch, but still get in front of the guy, end up getting fouled. But if I had the better first touch earlier, I could have actually continued on with that run and probably not have gotten fouled there. So just my bad with the touch. Now, next play, a little 2v2 and now 2v1. Here again, I should completely commit and slide tackle right here. I think I could have stepped. I think I was a little bit hesitant there with the defense, but it was a good 1v1 defending after that point. Then after that, again, ball comes back out, 1v1 on the sideline again. So as usual, keep him wide, force him wide, and delay. So what I'm going to do is just delay, just like that. So now my team's back. Now right here, you can see that both me and my right mid are communicating right now. I'm telling him to step to this pressure so I can sag back and stay into my line of defense. And then exactly that, we're in a good defensive positioning. We win back the ball, and I play right into my center mid so he can turn out and we can attack again. Next play, a little 2v1 on the side. So instead of running out again, it's just be an easy beat, easy play right around me. I can see this overlapping guy. So I'm going to check over my shoulders, check where my defensive line is. I notice I'm a little bit even farther out here. So I'm going to tuck back a little bit more to protect the center. And now I'm perfectly ready. Rodrigo's back. It's a great 1v1 now on the sideline, and then just block the cross. So it's all about protecting the middle, forcing it wide. And then once you're in the right area where it is wide, that's when you can go out and pressure. Heavy touch from their attacking player. I regain the ball. Now it's the 90th minute now, or the 91st minute. So it's about being smart. You want to try to attack, but you don't want to lose the ball right here and end up being a counterattack right at the last minute of the game. So I'm just going to be smart with it, play right into my attacking players, and let them attack up the field. Now here I want to explain what's going on. So this is a corner kick in the 94th minute, and just so you guys know, a tie does absolutely nothing for us at this point in the season. We needed 3 points if we wanted any hope of winning of making playoffs. So we forced every single player forward. I was the last man actually, pushed me all the way forward. So I know it looks like we were out of positioning, and it was a stupid mistake. And obviously we just got scored on in the 94th minute to lose the game. But if you understand the context of the game and how literally 1 point from this tie did nothing for us, and actually I think it would even have put us out of playoffs, you would have, you guys realized that we need to go for those 3 points. So it sucks. We got scored on, and in a game that I felt like we were 100% competing with to win, we give up this goal at the very end. Sucks. But yeah. So if you guys are wondering where our last guy was, that was me, and I was pushed up into the box to try to score, and that was it. Pretty much, we started the game after, with a kickoff after they scored, and then we had like one extra play, and then we ended up losing the game. So rough game, it sucks, and I think this was the game where we really got put out of the playoff contention. But it's good to compete against Orange County, and I thought that overall I had a pretty decent game, and overall that we had a good game as a team, just couldn't score. So hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have about 3 or 4 more games to go. So I hope you guys are liking this before the 2020 season starts. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.